Welcome to Plus News for today, Wednesday, June 24th. I am LJ Wade. Acting Chief Forest Officer John Pinella has been placed on leave after explosive allegations were made against him by businessman Cesar Godinez. Documentation shows that Pinella is a shareholder in Selva Construction Limited, a company seeking permission from Pinella's office to undertake forestry works. Pinella is alleging forgery, a claim that Godinez is pushing back on. Today we heard from Minister of Sustainable Development Orlando Habet regarding the allegations made against Pinella. Habet outlined the licensing process and said that while he could not comment directly on the allegations, he considers Pinella to be a professional based on his interactions with him. Habet also noted that Pinella has been given the opportunity to respond to the allegations in writing and present his defense.
Could you talk about your reaction to hearing the allegations against him?
I was in country when I saw some of the information that came through the media. Mr. Pinella is a professional. I know him very well, and I think he has good work ethics. He has been working well for the ministry. We have several, I think 6, 7 or more long-term forest concessions who in the last 2 years have been working together with Mr. Pinella and the senior staff in the ministry. What happens is, especially for applications for these long-term forest licenses, it goes through a process where they have to have a management plan. It's very expensive. They have to get a professional who knows what he or she is doing. And then after that, they have to provide a yearly, annual plan of operations for the particular block in that larger area that they are going to do logging and harvesting. And so it's a process. And so if I apply today and my colleague who has another concession applies a month later, it would not be good for that colleague to come and get his before mine, right? So you have to wait your turn. So if you apply late, then yours goes there. As to the allegations, I can't comment because I don't know. I can only vouch for the person, John Pinella, that I know. So I think he is going to defend himself, and I cannot comment more on it because I don't want to influence negatively or positively whatever he has to say.
But has the ministry launched an investigation into it?
The ministry can launch an investigation. I think we have asked him to write a letter saying exactly his position of what has transpired. I guess that letter will actually either start an investigation if necessary, or whether or not legally we can start an investigation if we don't have a report. For example, we haven't obtained a report from the person accusing him on anything. There's nothing written. We haven't had anything written to the department or to the ministry. So I wouldn't know exactly the procedures, so we depend largely on the advice coming and instructions that possibly could come from the Ministry of the Public Service.
We also heard from Minister Habet regarding the allegations currently surrounding his ministerial colleague, Oscar Mira. The Belmopan area representative and Minister of Home Affairs is currently in the middle of a slew of allegations regarding government contracts that were awarded to his siblings during his tenure at the Ministry of National Defense. Mira has since been placed on a 3-month leave of absence after the PM requested an audit of the ministry. We asked the Minister Habet for his take on the allegations.
I can't comment on that. I think that it has been clearly spoken about by the Prime Minister, and I think yesterday there were some interviews also done with the Financial Secretary who have spoken at length about it. Mr. Mira is my colleague, I know him, and I believe that everybody has and should have a fair chance to defend themselves. And so, because there has also been a press release that the Prime Minister has spoken to him and that he is now on I think 90-day leave. And then I think the Ministry of Finance mentioned that they will have an auditing of the entire process. So I would just like to leave it at that.
As a result of Oscar Mira's 3-month removal from cabinet, the Prime Minister has appointed Julius Espat as the interim Minister of Home Affairs. It's a huge shift in leadership, as Mira comes from a military background, while Espat's background is in design and architecture. According to the Commissioner of Police, Dr. Richard Rosado, he's excited to work alongside Minister Espat and is looking forward to a fresh perspective.
I believe he brings a fresh perspective to policing. His perspective will be able to challenge our assumption and create better strategies for us within the police department. I gather that he supports a more balanced approach in policing, one that encompasses combining effective policing with targeted social intervention program. And I do support that initiative because it will be able to allow us to suppress crime today and prevent it from happening tomorrow. I believe the leadership within the police department, whoever is the minister, we will work along with them, and I believe that they all bring a fresh perspective that will challenge our assumption in how we do policing.
MP Farms, Fast Construction, and FT Williams are just 3 of the many companies that have been linked to Oscar Mira's siblings. Minister Mira has been placed on a 3-month leave of absence following allegations of nepotism and self-enrichment after it was revealed that during his time at the Ministry of National Defense, millions of dollars in contracts were awarded to his siblings. Today, the Commissioner of Police was asked whether, after assuming the role of Ministry of Home Affairs, Oscar Mira directed the department to contract FT Williams for air conditioning installation and repair services. Here is how he responded.
I can say that at no time did the minister or anyone instructed the police department to purchase from any supplier.
Did the police department use FT Williams for its air conditioning repair, and is the contract for those services based on receiving multiple estimates from other service providers?
The way the police department is structured, we have the accounting officer, which is the CO. The CO then delegate authority to myself and my 4 deputies. My 4 deputies oversee the different units that fall under them. They have different suppliers. I do not know the specific suppliers that each one would engage, but we have a number of suppliers that have worked with the Belize Police Department.
A fatal road traffic accident claimed the life of a man earlier today on the Hummingbird Highway. The incident, which appears to be a single vehicle crash, occurred at around 1:15 p.m. between Belmopan and Armenia Village. Information remains limited at this time, but reports suggest that the driver may have been under the influence and subsequently lost control of the vehicle. Authorities have not yet disclosed the identity of the deceased, as no formal report has been issued as yet. More details surrounding the fatal crash will be provided as they become available. We'll take our first break and be back. Stay tuned.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Belize is a beautiful country, our country, and as it develops using its best resources and people, it is our job to protect and to serve. We are the police. We are working in partnership with the community for a safer Belize. Are you ready for the challenge? The Belize Police Department encourages you to join our elite team of officers. This is an opportunity to serve your nation in any of several ways. Let us train you to excel as a creative professional in the preservation of life and property and public safety. Let us give you the knowledge you need to connect the dots and solve a crime. We can train you to develop the courage needed to conduct surveillance and collect information necessary to bring in criminals. We will teach you to systematically track missing persons and effectively fight the war on illicit drugs. We will teach you to embrace technology in the fight against crime, study trends in crime, find crime hotspots, and do methodical research that links crime across borders. You will be empowered to improve your neighborhood, courteously reaching out to local leaders and connect with our growing diverse communities. Or if you wish, we can train you to train others. You will pass on these qualities to the next generation of officers in the classroom and in the field. It's demanding, but it's very rewarding, and it's not for everybody. We are looking for a few good men and women. We seek and accept only the best. We are the Belize Police Department, recruiting now.
To apply, you must be a Belizean between ages 18 and 37 years old, have a minimum of a high school diploma, good general health and physical fit, and no criminal conviction. Visit the nearest police station or the National Police Training Academy Admissions Office for an application packet. Application can also be downloaded from the Belize Police Department website.
The Isabel Palma Polyclinic 2, located in San Antonio, Toledo, conducts outreach visits to some of the most remote communities in southern Belize at least twice a month.
Here in the Dolores village, it's approximately 3 hours from San Antonio. As you all can see, it's a remote area. There's basically no electricity, no telecommunication services. Since it's very difficult for the people to reach to the clinic, we've decided to bring the clinic out here and provide different services. For example, today we are with the maternal child health. We also have a booth out here giving health educations and some games. We also have 3 doctors with us today doing general medical checkup. We have our nurses doing our triage. We also have pharmacy with us and also a lab. All that is being done here today is being covered by the Isabel Palma Smart Polyclinic 2 San Antonio NHI clinic.
In the heart of Belmopan, there's a pharmacy that cares for more than just prescriptions. Medicare Plus Pharmacy, genuine patient and community-centered care, isn't just a promise, it's what we deliver every day. From medicines and wellness products to everyday essentials for you, your home, and even your pets. We're here for your entire family. Moms and expecting mothers are welcome to nurse in our private counseling room because your comfort matters. We offer diabetes checks, blood pressure checks, and medical counseling to help keep you informed and in control of your health. We support our community through blood drives, nutrition and wellness programs, and partnerships that make healthcare more accessible for everyone. And when medical information feels overwhelming, our trained staff takes the time to explain, guide, and support you so you can confidently manage your health and improve your quality of life. Medicare Plus Pharmacy Belmopan, genuine patient and community-centered care, always.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Belize is a beautiful country, our country, and as it develops using its best resources and people, it is our job to protect and to serve. We are the police. We are working in partnership with the community for a safer Belize. Are you ready for the challenge? the Belize Police Department encourages you to join our elite team of officers. This is an opportunity to serve your nation in any of several ways. Let us train you to excel as a creative professional in the preservation of life and property and public safety. Let us give you the knowledge you need to connect the dots and solve a crime. We can train you to develop the courage needed to conduct surveillance and collect information necessary to bring in criminals. We will teach you to systematically track missing persons and effectively fight the war on illicit drugs. We will teach you to embrace technology in the fight against crime, study trends in crime, find crime hotspots, and do methodical research that links crime across borders. You will be empowered to improve your neighborhood, courteously reaching out to local leaders and connect with your growing diverse communities. Or if you wish, we can train you to train others. You will pass on these qualities to the next generation of officers in the classroom and in the field. It's demanding, but it's very rewarding, and it's not for everybody. We are looking for a few good men and women. We seek and accept only the best. We are the Belize Police Department, recruiting now.
To apply, you must be a Belizean between ages 18 and 37 years old, have a minimum of a high school diploma, good general health and physical fit, and no criminal conviction. Visit the nearest police station or the National Police Training Academy Admissions Office for an application packet. Application can also be downloaded from the Belize Police Department website.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
The Isabel Palma Polyclinic 2, located in San Antonio, Toledo, conducts outreach visits to some of the most remote communities in southern Belize at least twice a month.
Here in the Dolores village, it's approximately 3 hours from San Antonio. As you all can see, it's a remote area. There's basically no electricity, no telecommunication services. Since it's very difficult for the people to reach to the clinic, we've decided to bring the clinic out here and provide different services. For example, today we are with the maternal child health. We also have a booth out here giving health educations and some games. We also have 3 doctors with us today doing general medical checkup. We have our nurses doing our triage. We also have pharmacy with us and also a lab. All that is being done here today is being covered by the Isabel Palma Smart Polyclinic 2 San Antonio NHI clinic.
Did the Prime Minister give the directive to the police department to release Alberto August? Earlier this month, August was detained and slapped with cyberbullying charges after a Facebook post targeting the Minister of Home Affairs, Oscar Mira. The detention sparked widespread controversy, as many accused Minister Mira of wrongfully using the Cyberbullying Act. Following a brief hold at the San Ignacio police station, August was released. But was it a directive from the PM in an attempt to salvage the situation? Here's what the Compol had to say.
I don't know where to get no information from, Since I assumed tenureship as the Commissioner of Police, no politician have ever called me to assist, to ask for a favor. But what I will say is that in terms of, the matter is before the court with Alberto August, so I don't want to discuss in detail. But the public need to understand that while they have a right to freedom of speech, including political discourse, political commentaries, or even criticism of policy. There's a legal threshold when you intentionally use social media to demean, to humiliate, or to spread false information. Those conduct do not constitute protected speech, and it's liable to or may be held for criminal liability for those individuals.
UDP Senator Sheena Pitts ridiculed Commissioner of Police Dr. Richard Rosado earlier this month by comparing him to the cartoon character Caillou in an attempt to make a political point. The remarks were quickly met with backlash from the public, questioning her leadership skills. However, the commissioner himself does not appear to be bothered by the comments. Today, Rosado deflected from the name-calling, or as he described it, political theatrics. Instead, Rosado says he is focused on his work in leading the police department.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I should comment on that, but let me say this. I was appointed as the Commissioner of Police to lead the brave men and women of the Belize Police Department and to ensure the safety and security of the citizen, not to engage in political theater. Some people might prefer to engage in personal attack. I choose to remain focused on the mandate that was given to me.
Minister of Home Affairs and Enterprise Oscar Mira has been placed on a 3-month leave of absence from cabinet duties. During this period, Minister of Infrastructure, Development and Housing Julius Espat has stepped in to oversee Mira's portfolio alongside his current responsibilities. Yesterday, UDP caretaker for Belize Rural Central, Edward Broster, formally filed a corruption complaint with the Integrity Commission of Belize. Broster submitted a 3-page report alleging potential breaches of the Prevention of Corruption Act, along with 104 pages of supporting documents. The submissions outline concerns regarding government contracts awarded to relatives of Mira during his tenure at the Ministry of National Defense. We asked Minister Espat what he thinks of Broster's move to file the complaint.
That's a personal call, that's a political call. He has a right. He has thrown his hat into the arena. Well, kudos to him. Democracy allows you to do those things. So if you're intelligent enough, if you're brave enough, if you believe that's the way to go and the law allows you to do it, and he knows he was a police officer, so he knows more than most what can or cannot be done. Personally, I don't have a problem with it. The system exists for it to be used. And if he believes that he has merit, then we will find out. And so that's, I believe, is important.
A Belize Defense Force soldier has been remanded to prison after being charged in connection with the shooting of a police officer during an altercation in Lemonal Village earlier this week. 27-year-old Alexander Frederick Reynolds, a BDF soldier of Lemonal, was arraigned on Thursday in the Belize City Magistrates Court on charges of attempted murder, dangerous harm, and use of deadly means of harm against Police Constable Farron Muslar. Reynolds appeared unrepresented before a senior magistrate who informed him that bail could not be granted due to the firearm-related nature of the offenses. He was subsequently remanded to the Belize Central Prison until August 19th. According to police, the incident occurred shortly after midnight on June 22nd during a repast being held for the wife of a Lemonal resident. Investigators say PC Muslar had returned to the gathering and was seated with his common-law wife when Reynolds allegedly approached and pushed him. The confrontation reportedly escalated when both men exchanged shoves. Police alleged that Reynolds then produced a 9mm pistol and fired a shot. A struggle reportedly ensued between the two men, during which Muslar was shot in the chest. Investigators say Muslar subsequently used a machete to defend himself, injuring Reynolds. Muslar was allegedly shot a second time in the shoulder before collapsing. The injured officer was transported to the KHMH where he received treatment for gunshot wounds to the chest and shoulder. Reynolds was also treated before released into police custody. A section of the Hummingbird Highway was closed off to traffic earlier today after a sinkhole appeared in the roadway near mile 17 and a half, creating a serious hazard for motorists traveling through the area. The sinkhole, located near the Billy Barcadero National Park, was first brought to public attention by concerned drivers who encountered the damaged roadway and shared photographs on social media to warn others. The images revealed a substantial opening along the center line of the highway, exposing a deep cavity beneath the asphalt and raising concerns about the safety of the heavily traveled route. In response, the Ministry of Infrastructure, Development and Housing issued an advisory announcing the temporary closure of the affected section of the Hummingbird Highway to all vehicular traffic while emergency repairs were carried out. According to the ministry, an initial engineering assessment conducted by technical personnel determined that the corrugated metal culvert beneath the roadway remains structurally sound and fully functional. Officials say the collapse was caused primarily by damage to the pavement structure and the embankment material above the culvert, resulting in the localized failure of the road surface. The ministry acknowledged the inconvenience of the closure, and around 2 o'clock, the highway was reopened for travelers. We'll take our last break and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarterfinal winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Serious about your sound? So are we. At Lavitza, music isn't just business, it's our vibe. From first-time players to seasoned pros, Belize chooses Lavitza. Whether you're a solo artist, band, church, school, or marching band, we speak your language. Experience the crisp keys of a Yamaha, the legendary beat of Pearl and Tama drums, and a premium selection of guitars, mics, mixers, and speakers. We only stock the best. Gear that's built to perform, designed to last, and backed by expert service with a smile. At Lavitza, it's about more than the equipment. It's about friendship and the joy of making music. Your passion is our mission. No cash? No worries. Ask about our flexible payment plans. From the mainland to the islands, we ship countrywide. Lavitza, the good stuff at better prices.
Mom.
Drop it like it's hot.
light work lighter and quicker with switch technology from Axi Power Tools. Axi Switch technology breaks the bondage of power cords and grants you the luxury of freedom and precision. Switch one battery across all your Axi line power tools effortlessly, allowing for quick and efficient work. Cut the cords. Choose efficiency with Axi Switch technology. Only at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Welcome back. After a 7-year hiatus, the Belize Police Department has revamped its Do the Right Thing program. The initiative, first established in 2005, recognizes students who continue to excel and do the right thing, even while facing various challenges and adversities. Today, the department honored 33 students from 18 schools across the country during an awards ceremony. Senior Superintendent Gerald Jones, commander of the Community-Oriented Policing Unit, told us more about the program.
This program has been established since 2005, and every year we have the award ceremony. But after COVID in 2019, thereabout, it became a little bit inactive, and so there was no submission between 2020 and 2024. In 2025, we had 2 submissions, and in 2026, between January 12th and May 15th, we have 44 submissions. It's not really challenging as such. It's just a matter of us re-engaging ourselves with the communities as well as the schools for this program to be revitalized. The program works where a student, or we will have the community policing officers visit various schools, secondary schools levels, because it is primarily for the secondary school levels. So the officers will go into the schools and talk about the program and market the program. And then there's an application given to the counselor, the teacher, or the principal for the various schools to recommend a student who has been facing a number of challenges within homes, personal issues, struggles, or even poverty. But they managed to still remain with their grades high in the classroom. So we see that as the best initiative in order for us to give back to them for doing the right thing, because they could have done something else, but they chose not to because of the challenges that they have been facing. They remain positive, and that is what we want to encourage, that we continue to do the right things. We are pleased to report that we're expanding the program, and so the 1st of September 2026 to May of next year, 2027, it is another school year that we're encouraging teachers, principals, counselors, and even police officers or persons in the prominent community to recommend these students who have been struggling. They observe they're struggling and encourage them to fill out the application.
So how do these kids benefit from the program?
They benefit because they have been recognized for continuously doing the right thing. I mean, it's not everything that we want to award them as a token, but the fact that we're encouraging students to remain in school and continue to do the right thing regardless of challenges and so forth, we encourage them to do that. But I must say that we partner with agencies, and we got school grants, as well as laptop computers, as well as tablets and financial donations from different partner agencies, which we're grateful for.
Commissioner of Police Dr. Richard Rosado also spoke on the significance of the program and its reintroduction after the 7-year pause.
As the Commissioner of Police, I am truly happy that we were able to reintroduce the Do the Right Thing program after it was discontinued 7 years ago. And it is an important opportunity for us to highlight and engage students or a student at high school to highlight the challenges they are going through and how they have overcome these challenges. Well, we believe that community engagement, youth engagement is something that the police department must engage into it It's more than law enforcement is more than just enforcing the law. It's also engaging the youth in positive ways. Hence the reintroduction.
Among those receiving top accolades were first place recipient 15-year-old Davin Swift, a first form student of Anglican Cathedral College, and second place recipient 17-year-old Erguin Alvarez, a former student of Mopan Technical High School. Both shared their reactions to the awards and the role the program has played in their personal growth and development.
I feel very excited but nervous at the same time because I never expect to come in first. And I feel like I would like that was a good example I'd set to others. We learn how to get self-discipline, respect. We learn how to learn how to get like development and how like not follow bad people. You do your own thing, following the right steps, and make no bad decisions in your life.
The Do the Right Thing program really helped me to carry myself out as a person because I was already doing behind the scenes work at my high school, helping out teachers, helping out my peers as well. And there's this program that we were starting to bring in for this school year 2025-2026, which we sort of fell behind because we didn't know the initiative to start it. So what I did was I came behind the scenes. I came to my head of student services, which is my teacher, Ms. Laura, and we had a meeting with all the head of departments from said department. And what we did was we came in accordance that I was going to be the coordinator to coordinate everything, like get our mentors, get the people that need the help, and that really helped me shape myself into the leader that I am today. So what the Do the Right Thing program basically did was just like enhance that sort of feeling that I already had, and showcase my talent to the wonderful people of Belize. I wasn't told anything that I won second place, so it was a very big surprise to find out here in person and live. So that was a very wonderful and heartwarming feeling.
The Valley of Peace community has received a new boost in its efforts to address littering and improve proper waste management following the handover of a garbage trailer from the Department of the Environment. A MOU was signed today between the Ministry of Sustainable Development through the DOE and the Valley of Peace Village Council, officially presenting the trailer to the community. The donation forms part of the ministry's national anti-littering campaign aimed at building cleaner communities through community outreach and educational strategies. Minister of Sustainable Development, Orlando Habet, attended the handover ceremony and spoke about how the equipment can help to make a tangible difference in cleanup efforts and enforce long-term habits around environmental responsibility and waste disposal.
This morning we came to the Valley of Peace to have a small pilot project which we have launched about 2 years ago in a few other communities, and now is the turn for the Valley of Peace. What we are doing is we are donating through my ministry and the Department of Environment a trailer for them to be able to use. It can be hitched up to the back of a pickup truck, and the trailer can be used to pick up garbage from households from around the village. Like many other villages, Valley of Peace, especially being one of the large villages in the country, even if the village council and the community have and make an effort to pick up the garbage, the problem has always been the disposal of the garbage. What do you do with that garbage when you already picked it up? So they have a site where they dispose of the garbage, but it is not sustainable. And many others have the same. Those who live closer to the transfer stations can opt to take it to the transfer station. What my ministry has done now through SWAMA, the Solid Waste Management Authority, is to, when we looked at the fees, which we call tipping fees, to take a trailer load or a small pickup load of garbage to the transfer station, the fees is not significant. But even with that small fee, some people will still decide not to want to pay it, and then they go and they throw it somewhere which is illegal and what eventually becomes a large hotspot. and very unsightly. So it contributes to that ugly sight, that issue that almost wants to become cultural, where we do not clean up our area properly. So at the same time, it promotes environmental stewardship, and we want to make that behavioral change where people will no longer just easily take the garbage and just throw it just anywhere, but they can now bag it off, and also they have a way how it can be picked up and properly disposed of. So I think it is a very good initiative, and we are hopeful that in the near future we can do the same with some other communities. We already have a request from another community that's not too far away from here, I think Buena Vista. We have a request from another community in Orange Walk. And so we're trying to see how we can get the funds, at least 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, to assist some of these larger communities.
Minister Habet noted that similar handover initiatives are likely to take place in other communities in the near future. And that's the news. Thank you for joining us. From all of us here at PlusTV, have a good night. God bless.